Former Aucklander Martin Fathers has been a strong advocate for the new mobility centre at Federation Square in the heart of downtown Melbourne.
The mobility centre, I guess, is there to provide people with disabilities with exactly the same opportunities that able-bodied people have. You can go to your shops, you can go to your appointments, you can go to courts. If you need a motorised wheelchair or a scooter, you can do that. You can make that access happen that wouldn't happen before. It's very difficult to travel with a car and a motorised wheelchair. They're just too heavy. My wife and I did to UK in 2002. And one of the things that really blew us away on that trip was that we could go to any strange city, park the car and hire a motorised wheelchair, which meant suddenly we had the same way of accessing the city as any other tourist. We could go anywhere that allowed for a motorised wheelchair. Whereas previously I'd always had the experience with a manual wheelchair. I could only do an hour and a half, and I was exhausted. So this was just fantastic. So when I came back to Melbourne, I raised this at the Melbourne City Council Disability Advisory Committee as an opportunity. Why don't we have the same sort of thing here in Melbourne?
And the result? The Mobility Centre, where visitors and locals can book a power chair by the hour, discounted if you're disabled.
Hi Shelley, did you get my internet booking?
Yes, I did.
I'm just going to have the motorised wheelchair again rather than the scooter if I can.
Brilliant, not a problem. We've got that all sorted for you.
Where do I go?
Just through this door.
Excellent, thanks.
It's as easy as that.
It is very reasonable. It's $3.50 an hour for the electrical, but if you have a concession card or a seniors card, that drops down to 50% at $1.75 an hour, or $14 for the whole day. And some days we're open for 13 hours. So it's very much a service. We're certainly not making a profit here.
And the original plans that we put together for council indicated there should be 4 such centres throughout Melbourne. We really need to have other centres around to give our people the opportunities to move around to different parts of the city. I truly believe that it's individuals that make change, and I think this goes for governments too. If you can find a member of parliament who is committed to this, and it's usually because they have a son or a child or a spouse or a relative with a disability, that commitment then goes into the system. If you want to get around within the city, perhaps to another side of the city, you need to be able to use the public transport. And we've recently had some wonderful changes in what are called super stops, which are tram stops that raise the ground level to a height which allows you to get access to the trams directly. Spent 20 years avoiding trams, and now with the super